Welcome to the 411 on the 401. That is a difficult title.
It is a difficult
Jesus
title,
Christ. Anyway, welcome to our show.
Yes, I'm Spike, and this is...
Trenchcoat Guy. I realize that I am new to most of you as a host, but I was here a few times, did some bits, and now I'm back again.
Yeah, some very funny bits.
Now I'm back again to share this moment with all of you.
Yeah, we have a good show for you today. Some music. We haven't seen music in a while since I think last semester. And now let's start the show. Let's go to Gentleman Tips from a Gentleman.
Oh, Curly Lady Broom.
Good evening, patrons. Or as you say in America, good afternoon. We've been receiving a high number of requests from the lads on tips to be able to woo your lady. Well, lucky for you, today's program is about the most highly regarded way to woo your lady. Prose. Or as you say in America, poetry. Here's a little bit I wrote for Lady Broom earlier this week. Oh, how a stringent hue provokes me so, arousing the inner senses of my soul and the outer senses of my pole. What a sticky wicket it will be when our night retires. Lady Broom, oh sweet Lady Broom, don't ever cease or stop, for the truth is, you're the perfect dirty mop. See you later, patrons.
I don't know about you, but that certainly made me want to go and woo my lady up something fierce.
I know I'm a man, but I am strangely aroused by that poem.
There was a certain Dada-esque beauty to it. Well, yes, I think so.
Indeed.
It was beautiful. It was heartfelt. It was wretched right from the soul.
You can really appreciate the time and effort put into that book. It came from the heart.
Yes.
Nay, the soul.
Also, that broom is fucking sexy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now I think we're just about ready to head with one of our older segments. You know, with good old Enrico Folgore.
Yeah.
I think you know what I'm talking
Enrico
about.
Folgore. Yeah. Oh, you mean the janitor here?
Yes, the janitor here, Enrico Folgore.
That middle-aged Guatemalan guy that walks around.
Yes.
Okay. I guess. All right, tech tips. Yeah.
Guatemalan guys, come on, seriously, I'm Italian. How many times do I need to say it? The retired Italian pop star, kicked out of my own country. It's tragic. Well, anyway, I'm here studying at the University of Rhode Island. Right now, I'm actually right out front of our very own Kirk Engineering Building, and I'm gonna give you a tech update. I'm gonna start out simple. Scientists at the California Institute of Technology have proposed a simple idea. It's actually, I can't believe we haven't thought of it before. Basically, they want to grab an asteroid from space and drag it into Earth's orbit. They want to mine it, set up a base for manned space flight missions. You know, no big deal. It's pretty simple, and it's not even dangerous. Don't worry. Sure, if they go wrong, if they make a mistake, they could crash the asteroid into our planet, and that wouldn't be very good. But their idea is that it's actually for planetary defense. They figure they throw an asteroid out there, we have a shield. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of crazy, but they think that it's actually really not that dangerous, all joking aside, and that it's possible within 1 or 2 decades with today's technology. I don't know. But anyway, let me know what you think. Post something about it on our Facebook group online. On Facebook, that website that you probably heard of. Interesting thing, you may have heard it before. There's the iCloud, which is Apple's cloud-based subscription service. It is pretty cool. You have access to a whole bunch of different things, music, your files from your MacBook on your iPhone on your MacBook, your iPad, etc. And one thing that they're thinking about doing is adding video streaming, HD movie streaming to that service. It's just a rumor right now, but it's pretty cool. The iCloud, it is new. It just was released on the iOS 5, the most recently updated and released mobile Apple operating system. It actually came out this past week. Now, I'm going to wrap this up. It's going to be a pretty interesting closer. And it's simple. This really is simple. No asteroids around our Earth. But German engineers at a university in Germany have come up with the idea of wireless bike brakes. It's so simple. All it does is send a simple signal from the amount of pressure you give it, and you no longer have to deal with all that crazy little gyro system and all that. You'll just have a simple, you can actually have a steering wheel that turns all the way around with no problem, no nifty mechanical engineering or anything. Just cool. Try it out. Try not to get too hurt if you try it out, because who knows if there's bugs. Or if a car will send the wrong signal and all of a sudden you're riding your bike and... Anyway, that's it for me. Back to the desk. Have a good week, guys.
Very interesting.
Very interesting stuff. Particularly that bike, let me tell you.
Yeah, I do wonder though if it runs on a charge, like you have to charge the brake. And what happens when the charge runs out if you're riding your bike?
You die violently.
I think there's some extra bugs to look out with that one, you know. Gotta say though, iPhone 4S, whatever it's called, that sounds pretty awesome. I saw the commercial for it. It's like the future is now.
I don't know.
What I mean?
I'm not sure how I feel about Apple products. Well, outside of the ones that you can serve in a pie crust. Anyway, yes, altogether interesting stuff. Asteroids, bikes, Macs,
very good
iPhones, phones,
S's.
eyes.
What's next on the list?
What's next on the list? I guess we lost track. Well, I suppose upcoming movies.
Oh yes,
Upcoming movies.
with Spike. How's it going? Pretty good weekend in movies tonight. Some people might be more excited than others. First off, this week we have Footloose, starring Dennis Quaid. I don't really know the other people in this movie. Young people probably do. I know that there's one lady who's way too old to be in high school in it, and she's from Dancing with the Stars or something, and she's on that Proactive commercial. It's getting good reviews right now. I don't want to see it. I know a lot of people do, and trust me, if you already know about it, you're already going to go see it. Next on the list, we have The Big Year. This movie is a comedy, something to do with birds, and it involves Steve Martin, Jack Black, and Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson returning to the screen. I feel like I haven't seen him in a long time. Also, Jack Black and Steve Martin as well, now that I think about it, because, I mean, the last Jack Black movie I can remember was Gulliver's Travels, and then Steve Martin, I feel like, Pink Panther 2? So, I don't know. Some people, it's getting bad reviews right now, but I think it looked pretty good. And then the other movie that isn't doing so hot that I'm really disappointed in, just because it's not doing that well, apparently, is The Thing. This is actually the prequel to the remade movie The Thing that came out in the 80s by John Carpenter. Now, if you know The Thing, basically what this is about is, in The Thing, they find this ship, but the movie starts with this guy in a helicopter trying to kill a dog, and he was part of some Norwegian base or something like that, or the Swiss, I forget who it is. I'm sorry for all the big Thing fans out there. And basically this movie tells the tale of before that movie. It looked kind of strange because I'm like, why are there so many Americans with the Swiss and stuff? But I don't know. I think it looked good. It had some pretty cool looking trailers. I think you should check it out. That's my personal pick of the week. And back to the desk.
I gotta say, I'm a little concerned about that thing. I really enjoy John Carpenter's original.
Oh yeah.
Well, not original, but you know, the one from the 80s. Anyway, but yeah, it should be good. It should be good.
I hope so. Hope it's not as bad as they make it out to be.
Yeah, because sometimes you just go and see a movie and you're excited about it, and then it just dashes your hopes into a million pieces. Yeah. And then you want to go out and just stab
2 words. Sucker Punch. And I
Yes.
guess with those movies, we bring us to John's couch.
Welcome everybody to the future. The future is John's couch with your hosts Christian Williams and Blake Carpenter. Everybody. In this future, we have fighting robots, as in the movie we were talking about.
Real Steel, starring Hugh Jackman, Kate from Lost, and that other kid.
Yeah, man, I really did enjoy this movie.
Yeah, me too.
I went into this movie expecting awesome robot carnage,
And you got awesome robot crime.
and I got
Something I haven't talked about too. Can I just point something out? Something I really appreciate about this movie.
do it.
When you saw the movie, you saw a lot of robot boxing, and when you went to see the movie, you got a lot of robots. Because a lot of times, many people might not realize this, is that action movies kind of follow the flow of 3, where they have 3 big action sequences. How many fights you got? For every
So it's like 6, 7.
for every downtime that you may be pissed about, there is a boxing match
That's
to
right.
bring it back up, and that's something I really appreciate about this movie.
There's no training montage in this film,
There you go.
and that surprised me. I was expecting this all throughout this movie.
I wasn't, because he's a robot. He only needs to learn it once. Done.
Yeah, but you'd think that during that motel scene that they would be practicing all different combinations. He'd be running with them. It'd be like him training himself. That's what I expected. Never got it. The one thing that I really, really loved about this film, besides the awesome robot carnage, because that's number 1. Number 2, the locations. Never did you see the same location used over and over and over again.
They put thought into them. You can tell.
I mean, there's a scene where he's fighting at a rodeo. There's a scene where they're fighting at an abandoned zoo. There's the underground sleazy arena. There's the final, super
Big league set. We're talking about how much we like it, though, but what are some things that you didn't like about the movie?
I guess the story not involving the robots. The kind of daddy-son connection kind of thing.
You wanted it to be more of like a man-robot connection?
No, it was a little too forced. I mean, without giving too much away, Hugh Jackman's character really wants nothing to do with his son.
You could tell it was very predictable. You've seen it before.
and it was almost forced. Like, why would this kid want to hang out with his father who wants nothing to do with him?
What is it? But problems I had with the movie, bad lines. Real bad lines, man. There's just certain sequences where Hugh Jackman really... I never want to see Hugh Jackman in a family movie. That's all. Those family moments.
Alright, yeah, that's...
And it's just he just could not do them. The sound, by the way, really awesome.
Yes.
And the other thing too is that when they did do that stuff, it was the music was atrocious. Danny Elfman disappointed me right now.
Drop the ball on this one for you.
Oh yeah, it was just there's some moments that took a little out. The music is a big deal for me, and it's it was too chipper, too happy. And I mean, he was just walking around to Eminem an hour ago, and now he's it's just no. But all in all, sick movie.
Yeah, so overall, what are you giving this?
Give it a love seat.
I'm gonna give it a love seat. This is a movie I can totally see myself buying on Blu-ray for $15, popping it in, and just watching some awesome robot boxing.
Yeah.
Next week, I'm thinking about seeing The Thing, maybe.
I'm gonna go see it too.
You're gonna come see it with me. What else comes out next week? Footloose.
Footloose, and the one that looks really funny about the birds.
Oh god, yeah.
You don't think that looks good? Steve Martin, Jack Black, Owen Wilson. Why don't you think it looks good? It looks pretty funny.
No, it's gonna be a rough week next week.
Really?
Later.
Why don't you?
Oh,
And now
Hey.
for your musical pleasure,
Yes.
we have Petrocore.
by Jesse Butler of the Beta Bursts.
Remember when the sun exploded and the sky walked away? We were lost in decay. Another wasted Saturday with your glue stuck in shoes. Nothing else to lose but the eyes on the prize and the size that we could not realize. It's not like you. It's not like you. It's not like you to fall away. A broken memory. Just like the games we played, the brain dead side of me. Pass on and walk away. The smell right after rain. Past expiration dates. A broken memory. That's why we walk away. That's why we walk. You remember when the earth stood still and we reached inside, trying just to find a deeper will or a thrill. Could not put down all those pills that took us from the spot where we once started. There was hope. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you to fall away. A broken memory. Just like the games we played, the brain dead side of me. Pass on and walk away. The smell right after rain. Past expiration date. Broken memory. That's why we walk away. That's why we walk away. Let's go. Not like you, it's not like you, it's not like you to fall away. A broken memory, just like the games we played. The brain dead side of me. Pass on and walk away. The smell right after rain. Past expiration. Broken memory, a broken memory. Just like the games we played, the brain dead side of me. Pass on and walk away. The smell right after rain. Past expiration date. A broken memory. That's why we walk away. That's why we walk away. That's why we walk away. That's why we walk away.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was really awesome.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a great deal. No jokes here. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, very, very talented.
Very touching.
And now we go to
Another segment.
Yeah,
The
new
more you
segment.
know. The more you know, apparently, is what it's called. With MC Curly Curls. What?
What's up in the pound today, dogs? You're watching The More You Know, the only segment that knows that knowledge is power. Word to the big bird. Today's fresh cut will smother your mother. This is about a public service announcement. You see, kids, if you want to be as cool as your boy MC Curly Curls, then you gotta understand to wear a seatbelt. You see, lap shoulder belts reduce the risk of fatal injury to front seat occupants by 45%, and the risk of moderate to critical injuries by 50%. And that's the truth from the streets. Seatbelts are credited with preventing an estimated 15,434 fatalities in 2004. That ain't all. 6 out of 10 children who die in passenger vehicle crashes were unbelted. Not wearing a seatbelt is straight up stupid, in the bad sense of the word. That's it for today. Smell you later, fools.
Touching.
I feel very informed right now.
Yes. Seatbelts. Who would have known they'd be so useful, right?
Exactly.
I remember. back in
One
my-
other thing too that Enrico Forgora pointed out to me earlier was that you wouldn't have to worry about the brakes running out of batteries because the braking would actually supply the energy for the battery.
You mean in relation to that futuristic braking system we were told about earlier?
Yes.
That is surprising. That makes sense you would bring that up now that we're talking about seatbelts, because safety is important
Exactly.
for kids, for your kids. Once you get past a certain age, you probably don't care that much anymore about your own safety. You're probably good to just get mashed up in a meat grinder, but your kids.
Exactly. Maybe we should put seatbelts on bikes.
Definitely.
And now, again, for your musical pleasure, we have another song by Butler, and it's Vernal Tide.
Keep your eyes wide peeled and open. Find a new side of you. Creep behind the iron curtain. Try to find what they've undone. 'Cause winter doesn't last forever. No, winter doesn't last forever. Keep your mind right on the ocean. Drive from home to the shore. Wait a year and they'll find peace, and then a little more. 'Cause winter doesn't last forever. No, winter doesn't last forever. And sometimes it gets hard. Sometimes it gets difficult to go home. Sometimes it gets hard. Sometimes it gets hard. 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 Do 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 do. 'Cause winter doesn't last forever. No, winter doesn't last forever. It gets hard.
That was beautiful. Another song by our man Jesse Butler, a wonderful musician. And now we'll be interviewing the man himself. Our very own Spike will be interviewing Jesse Butler to find out a little more about the man behind the music.
How's it going? Spike here with Jesse Butler of Beta Burst. How's it going today?
It's going well, thanks.
I gotta ask, how long have you been playing guitar for?
I've only been playing seriously about 4 years. I've been playing off and on since I was a child, but then about 4 or 5 years ago, I just picked it up and really haven't put it down since.
Cool. What made you want to even play guitar?
I don't really know. It's just something I've always wanted to do, and I think it came from somewhere inside, some hidden desire or something to that effect.
You said you were playing on and off, but then you really started playing hardcore about 4 years ago. Did you start writing music right before you started playing hardcore?
No, the writing came following just learning, songs and playing things constantly over and over, and eventually just kind of finding my own voice, my own sort of style. It definitely, songwriting came after just playing.
Can I ask where your inspiration comes from when you're writing?
It's a good question. That's a really good question. It comes from all sources. I try to experience as much as I can and have some hint of knowing what I'm talking about when I do write. So I just say it comes from life, as cheesy and cliche as that may sound.
It's not that bad. Any musical influences in your style of playing or songwriting?
Yeah, well, most people don't expect this, but I'm very largely influenced by Bad Religion. And actually, there's a singer-songwriter from Texas named Emily Davis who only recently has become a source of inspiration. She just let out a new CD called Dark Matter, and I recommend that everyone check it out because it's really good. But yeah, just anyone that kind of just, I don't know, sings and plays and writes from a place that I think is somewhat genuine, I'm into. So.
Very cool, very cool. Your band, Beta Burst, any shows coming up?
Yeah, actually, I'm doing an acoustic set next Friday night at the News Cafe, the band called Peacewise. I believe the date on that is the 21st. So we're going to show there, and another couple of weeks we're probably doing a Halloween thing. So a couple of fun things in the mix.
Very cool, very cool. I highly recommend that all of you go check this out. We have a very talented guest here. Very fortunate to have him. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Jesse Butler. Beautiful, talented, magic? Yes. A wonderful performer and a wonderful man. There are days that I think to myself, if only I could just write songs that would speak to the heart and whisper to the soul, I'd be a better person. Well, it's too bad that's never going to happen because, as you've seen, I wear a trench coat. Moving on, next we have another song from the talented Miraculous Butler, cornerstone of this organization. The song is titled Sudade.
Why can't you sleep when I'm not home? Why can't you breathe when I'm not? Will you be gone when I come home? And I'm not falling for that trap again. A quiet voice upon my ear. You stole my words to disappear. Quite like me, you took to fear. Yet I'm still stalling to go home again. What can't you see? We've been down this road before. It must be easy when all your stuff is out my door. And I'm not saying you breathe when I'm not? I will be gone when you come home. Yet I'm not falling for your love again. Why can't you see? We've been down this road before. It must be easy when all your stuff is out my door. And I'm not saying you're not needed anymore. So I'll keep breathing to keep my life in your callous, cracked skin. You're not welcome anymore. Why can't I sleep when you're not home?
Yeah.
Miraculous. What do you think, Spike?
I thought it was pretty awesome. I gotta ask, who's this? Where did he come from?
I don't know. I think we should kill it.
Does he have a name? Or a she? Could it be a girl? I hope it's not a girl.
Anyway, I don't know.
Yeah, but I guess this is it. We're coming to the end of the show, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Pretty good show, right?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely music, too.
I'm sorry, I'm just weirded out by this.
Yeah, I don't even know. Does it have a name?
It's so sexy.
Is it not? I think it... Oh my God. Okay. Oh, and we got Miss Broom over here.
Oh, Miss Broom.
Or Mrs. Broom, right?
Wait a second.
Whoa. Oh my God.
Did I just make out with
What
a
are you
guy?
doing? What? You mean it's a sock? We just saw adultery right here.
I'm a little confused.
You should be a little confused.
And a little aroused.
I don't even know what's going on anymore. We're as squirrels when you need them.